Okay, hi boys and girls, good afternoon. It is Monday, April 13th. I hope you all had a nice weekend and a nice Easter if you celebrate. I am here for the 4th and 5th grade read aloud of Skellig. Okay, we left off on Friday with the mom and dad, the mom and the baby are in the hospital. Remember, baby is not doing well, and they were very worried. So the dad and Michael, his son, went to visit mom and the baby in the hospital, and mom said she's going to be okay. It's just going to take some time. Um, but mom is staying in the hospital while dad and Michael are together, and they're on their way to get more Chinese food because they've been busy and things are crazy, so they get a lot of takeout food. That's a good thing though, because the man living in his old garage does love Chinese food. We know. So let's see what happens in chapter 15. The baby might not die, I said. That's good, said Nina. I sat on the wall a few feet away from her. You weren't at school today, she said. I wasn't well, she nodded. Not surprising, considering what you've been through. You weren't at school either, I said. Oh, I don't go to school. I stared at her. My mother teaches me, she said. We believe that inhibit the, the schools inhibit the natural curiosity, creativity, and intelligence of children. The mind needs to be opened out into the world, not shuttered down inside a gloomy classroom. Oh, I said. Don't you agree, Michael? I thought of dashing around the schoolyard with weakening croup. I thought of Monkey Midford's temper. I thought of Miss Clark's stories. I don't know, I said, into the tree. The chicks in the nest won't need a classroom to make them fly, will they? I shook my head. Well then, she said. My father believed this too. Your father? Yes, he was a wonderful man. He died before I was born. We often think of him, watching us from heaven. She watched me with those eyes that seemed to get right inside you. You're a quiet person, she said. I didn't know what to say. She began reading again. Do you believe we're descended from apes? I said. Not a matter of belief, she said. It's a proven fact. It's called evolution. You must know that. Yes, we are. She looked up from her book. I would hope, though, she went on, that we also have some rather more beautiful ancestors, don't you? She watched me again. Yes, I said. She read again. I watched the blackbird flying into the tree with worms drooping from his beak. It was great to see the owls, I said. She smiled. Yes, they're wild. They're wild things, of course. Killers, savages. They're wonderful. I kept dreaming I heard them all through the night. I listen for them too. Sometimes in the dead of the night, when all the traffic's gone, I hear them calling to each other. I join my hands together tight with a space between my palms and a gap between my thumbs. Listen, I said. I blew softly into the gap and made the noise an owl makes. Kind of like this. He must have done something like that. I obviously can't do it, but he was able to make some type of whistle. That's brilliant, said Nina. Show me. I showed her how to put her hands together and how to blow in them. At first she couldn't do it, then she could. She hooted and grinned. Brilliant, she said. So brilliant. Leafy showed me at school. He's my friend. I wondered if you did it at night, if the owls would come. Maybe. Maybe you should try it. I will. Tonight I will. Brilliant, she said, and she clapped her hands together. There's something I could show you as well, I said, like you showed me the owls. What is it? I don't know. I don't even know if it's true or if it's just a dream. That's all right. Truth and dreams are always getting muddled. I'd have to take you there and show you. She opened her eyes wide and grinned, like she was ready to go right now. Can't go now, I said. Along the street, Dad opened the front door and waved. I've got to go. I've got to go and get 27 and 53. She raised her eyes. Mystery man, she said. That's you. The blackbird flew out of the tree again. I stood up to go. I said, do you know what shoulder braids are for? She giggled. Do you not even know that? She said. Well, do you? It's a proven fact, common knowledge. They're where your rings were and where they'll grow again. She laughed again. Go on then, mystery man. Go and get your mysterious numbers. All right, so she said my favorite line too, that your shoulder blades are when you go up to heaven and they turn into angel wings. So I love that. I never heard that before this book. Also, he and his father are getting Chinese food, 27 and 53. Let me see how long the next chapter is. Let's move on to chapter 16. Just before dawn next morning, I shined the flashlight on his white face. You again? He squeaked. More 27 and 53, I said. Food of the gods, he said. I squeezed through the tea chests to his side, held the tray for him, and he hooked the food out with his finger. He slurped and licked and chewed. Nectar, he whispered. How do you know about Chinese food? I said. It was Ernie's favorite. Used to hear him on the phone. 27 and 53, used to say. Bring it round. Bring it quick. You were in the house? So Ernie, if you remember, Ernie was the guy who used to live in Michael's house. It's Michael's house now, but Ernie was an old man who died, and then the house went up for sale, and Michael's family bought it. So this man has been living in that garage for a while, it seems. And he knows about Chinese food because the man who used to live there ordered it all the time. You were in his house? In the garden. Used to watch him through the windows. Used to listen to him. It was never very well. Couldn't eat it all. Used to find his leftovers in the garbage the next morning. 27 and 53. Sweetest of nectar. Lovely tune from spiders and mice. Did he see you? Did he know you were there? Never could tell. He used to look at me, but looked right through me like I wasn't there. Miserable old man. Maybe thought that he was dreaming. He dropped a long, stinky string of pork and bean sprouts onto his pale tongue. He looked at me with his veiny eyes. You think I'm in your imagination? Don't know what you are. That's all right then. Are you dead? Ha! Are you? Yes. The dead are often known to eat 27 and 53 and to suffer from arthritis. You need more aspirin? Not yet. Anything else? 27 and 53. He ran his finger around the tray and caught the final globs of sauce. He licked his pale lips with his pale tongue. The baby's in the hospital, I said. Some brown, he said. Brown? Brown ale. Something else Ernie used to have. Something else he couldn't finish. Eyes bigger than his belly. Something else I used to dig out of the trash bin. Long as the bottle hadn't tipped over and spilled on everything. Okay, I said. Brown ale. Sweetest of nectar. He belched, retched, leaned forward. I shined the light onto the great bulges on his back, beneath his jacket. There's someone I'd like to bring to see you, I said when he settled. Someone to tell you I'm really here and not a dream? She's nice. No. She's clever. No, but she'll know how to help you. Ha! He laughed, but he didn't smile. I didn't know why, but I started to tremble again. He clicked his tongue and his breath rattled inside. I don't know what to do, I said. The garage is going to collapse. You're sick, with arthritis. You don't eat properly. I wake up and think of you, and there's other things I need to think about. The baby's sick, and we hope she won't die, but she might. She really might. He tapped his fingers on the garage floor, ran his fingers through the furry balls that lay there. She's nice, I told him. She'll tell nobody else. She's clever. She'll know how to help you. He shook his head. Darn kids, he said. She's called Nina, I said. Ring the street. Ring the whole darn neighborhood. Just Nina and me. Kids. What should I call you? Huh? What should I tell her you're called? What's your name? Nobody. Mr. Nobody. Mr. Bones and Mr. Had Enough and Mr. Arthritis. Now get out and leave me alone. Okay, I said. I stood up and stared to back out between the two chests. I hesitated. Will you think about the baby, I said. Huh? Will you think about her in the hospital? Will you think about her getting better? He clicked his tongue. Please, I said. Yes, yes. I moved toward the door. Yes, I heard him say again. Yes, I will. Outside, night had almost given away to day. The blackbird was on the garage roof, belching out its song. Black and pink and blue were mingling in the sky. I picked the cobwebs and blue bottles off my shelf. I heard the hooting as I turned back toward the house. Hoot! Hoot! I looked into the sky over the gardens and saw the owls heading homeward on great silent wings. I put my hands together and blew into the gap between my thumbs. Then I seemed to see a face, round and pale inside the darkness of an upstairs window in Nina's house. I put my hands together again. Whoo! Something answered. Whoo! Whoo! Okay, so we're going to stop there. So, just to review, he's having more conversations with this man in the garage. Michael's asking the man to think of the baby, which I think is kind of interesting. Why? Why do you think he's saying, think of my baby sister in the hospital? I wonder if you have any ideas. I have some, but I don't want to give anything away right now. He and Nina seem to be getting closer. You know, she showed him that abandoned house and where the owls live. And now he wants to introduce Nina to this man in the garage. So we'll see what Nina thinks about this all. All right, so we'll continue tomorrow and stay dry on this gross, nasty day. Bye, guys.